So today we are going to be looking at what could be the best swing tip ever. This is something which is almost universally positive and can be used by pretty much every golfer, no matter their current ability. And that's because this drill has everything to do with the takeaway. So that is the part of the swing from setup to pretty much halfway, this kind of shaded area. There's a little bit of a scope for short and longer. And this is a great tip because really most of the great golf swings throughout the history of the game have all started in a very similar manner. There are obviously some quirks and outliers, but this is a drill that most of you watching are going to find very useful. Something else which will be really worthwhile is becoming a subscriber to the Swing Quest channel. Almost unbelievably, half of you watching this video are currently not a subscriber. It would be great to have you part of the Swing Quest family. Come along, hit subscribe, it's completely free, and hit the bell icon to be notified of all the new coaching videos that come out. Now, the reason the takeaway is so important is many of the other key movements within the rest of the swing that we want are set and start out in this position. For example, in the takeaway, if you have a disconnected move where the arms come away from the body and the club moves inside like this, generally you'll get a little bit in this position at the top and then start to move over the top on the way down, a problem which many golfers have. So what are we looking for within the takeaway? We need connection, the arms and the body working the club away in perfect unison and harmony. Most everything we're talking about here is with the upper body, but those hips will start to rotate a little bit and we want that to happen naturally. So if you do see a little bit of turn in that trail hip, don't worry. So in the takeaway, we've already discussed that we don't want the hands to be moving out and the arms to become disconnected away from the body. Now, a great way to visualize this and the great drill that you can use is if you can imagine just in front of the hands here at setup, there is a line going down towards the target and from where the camera is. Now, if our arms move outwards, we break that line straight away. So the feeling that we want to have is for the hands to track on the inside of that line, like so. Now, rather than just moving the hands low and down like this, if you can use the chest to drive the motion, then you'll also get the connection with the upper body. So we have that line, and if you have a very nice friend, they can hold an alignment stick here if you do need the physical feedback. But if you can drive the motion with the chest, so turn that away, keeping those hands underneath that line, you'll also notice here that the club automatically picks up and pretty much finishes just in front of the hands. So from a front on angle here, you can see what that movement looks like. So we have this imaginary line still here. I'm turning the chest, moving the hands low, and then the club picks up. Now from this front angle, you can see here with my lead arm, with the club, and with my right arm, it forms a Y shape. So that is there at address, and it's there during that takeaway position. So I know that I've stayed connected, I know that my arms haven't come away, and I know from checking that club face position that it is nice and square. So from that behind position, you can see that the leading edge of the club is matching spine angle. Now, that is my preference, a nice square club face, but there is some room there to be a little bit more closed, so pointing more at the ground, or a little bit more open, pointing up at the sky. Is from this position here, the rest of the backswing, all we're gonna do is hinge the wrists, like so, and we're gonna turn. So hinge and turn. And this is gonna be pretty much an on-plane backswing and a nice full turn. It can be that simple. A good way to get the feeling of this is just with a pause drill. So you get yourself set up, drive with the chest, hands moving back and low, check that position, and then carry on your swing. It's good. It does feel strange to add that pause in, but it really does get you in that position that you want. And if you practice this enough, so you get that position, you can then just try and work it in to your full swing. So thank you so much for watching. And if you do want more help with your game and to further improve your iron strikes, check out these videos here.